A few months ago, I overthrew the Arc Gods and increased all rates including farming, skill leveling, and loot quality to 1000x their normal values. And it's safe to say it made playing Arc a lot easier. Anyways, you guys absolutely loved that video, so I decided to once again reclaim my throne and crank all the gameplay rates back up to 1000. But this time playing with the Primal Chaos mod. Primal Chaos is an overhaul mod that completely rewrites the gameplay of Arc Survival Ascended. You have to climb through tiers of overpowered creatures to try and finally defeat the mod by slaying the Death Knight. So today I'm going to try and actually defeat the mod while playing with 1000x rates. I want to see if playing with boosted rates can actually help you in crazy overhaul mods, or if the Death Knight reigns supreme no matter how hard you buff yourself. But seriously, I need to take down this Death Knight. I lost so much aura losing the final fight to him in my Primal Chaos 100 days that I put out a few months ago on my other channel. Make sure to check that out after if you do enjoy this video. Okay, time to spawn in and find myself an OP Kipper. Okay, I think I'm just gonna name myself OP Primal Ranty. Yeah, I think that fits best. Alright, and I think I'm gonna be smart. Let's try jungle too. There should be some loot crates I can break for some quick and easy metal tools there. Oh, okay, I might be dead here immediately. Luckily, I had about 12 seconds of spawn protection left, so I distanced myself as far from those dodos as possible before that expired. Okay, so it is 1000x. Look at this XP gain. This is insane. Let's just throw 1 point into 40. Oh, I've got an Alpha Dilo coming for me. Oh no. Hold up. Okay, I think I got away. Okay, let's put some points in the movement speed just so I'm fast. And then, yeah, dude, holy wait. Oh, wow. Well, let's just upgrade everything. I'm definitely gonna have to die once or twice here just to get points back. Hold up, how much? Before I die, I've got a ton of melee damage. Can I kill this Alpha Dilo? Oh, I don't really know how I died there because it said I killed myself. Not sure what's up with that. Okay, let's spawn in again. Okay, so we're gonna get some more points. Oviraptor. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Even though I could effortlessly delete certain weak creatures off the face of this arc, there were still levels to this. I mean, Primal Chaos is on a different level. I still have to be careful around the modded creatures such as this Shadow Turkey. Anyway, let's just get some resources here real quick. Oh, I'm so fast. I might have put too many points into movement speed. Anyway, let's make a pickaxe, and we'll use this pickaxe straight away to start chopping up these boxes to get some metal tool. Wow, that's insane. Okay. Whoa, okay. As you can see, I've got a pickaxe on my left side here. This is a good time to say that I'm playing with a few other quality of life mods. And one of these is a cosmetic mod that just came out. It is a premium mod, so you do have to pay for it. But it's pretty cool. I'll have it down in the description. But basically, it just gives your character more animations and everything. But it looks pretty cool. So you can set an idle animation. This is not sponsored, by the way. Let's just do restless, and then maybe we'll add a quiver since I'm gonna have some arrows. Yeah, okay, this is sick. See, I've got a bow quiver on my hip, and then I think when I just stand still for a minute here, yeah, okay, my character will just start like playing with his arms or whatever. So it's pretty cool, man. It just makes your character a little bit more interactive. Now, I've also got all of these tools. Yeah, so it'll bring up the crossbow on my back when I'm not using it, and then when I pull it out, it'll get rid of it. The mod still is a work in progress. It definitely does need some work, but you know, it's pretty solid. Anywho, I got a bunch of duplicate tools from that one crate, and I noticed I had a bunch of more levels to assign once again. Now, I wanted to wait until I was up to max level before leveling myself up so I could respawn only one more time fully healed. So for the time being, I decided to test out just how strong I actually am now with my new weaponry. Dude, this mod does not stand a chance. This mod does not stand a chance at all. I have buffed myself beyond comprehension. Oh, look, I've got the sword on my side. And I've got 2 tools on my side. Oh, I'm gonna look so cool. This is actually gonna be so aura. All right, that Shadow Turkey might kill me, though. Anything with explosions will still decimate me. Is this toxic? This has to be. Oh yeah. With that, I could craft myself up a set of toxic hide armor. And I was also done with the XP gaining journey, so it was time to level myself up once again. To do that, I decided to craft a little 1x1 thatch shack just to hide in so nothing would mess with me in the meantime. Okay, let's put all these points in. Do 10,000 fortitude, you know, something slight. I don't really want more movement speed. I feel like I'm gonna be too fast. I guess I'll do 1 more point into it. I'll do a few more points into melee, and then after that, we'll just do health. Yeah, I have 400k health. This is awesome. So let me just reset my stats here. Quickly just run back to my stuff. See, I'm already so fast, man. I didn't want any more points in the movement speed, or else it would just, honestly, it would be worse for me. Now that I had my stuff back and I was fully leveled, I tested my melee damage again on a random Master Oogway. This poor guy was just unfortunate enough to exist in my vicinity. Hello, Carbo. 28,000. Wow. Another thing that was boosted up to 1000x was the quality of loot inside drops. So I put my Crocs in Sport Mode Plus and I sprinted through the jungle towards a green drop that I saw. Oh no, maybe I won't be able to get to that drop. That's a demonic dodo. I don't know though, I feel like the Flash right now. So I continued heading towards it, and after jumping into the water below, I noticed that I swim faster than I even run. Why do I swim faster than I run? What? That's weird. Okay, drop, have something good for me. Whoa. Crystal too, I can make a spyglass. What is this though? Nightmare hide pants? Anyway, let's head back down to the beach here and assess what I'm doing. I would of course have to go out and set up a base somewhere so I could place down the Primal Smithy. That is where you craft literally everything Primal Chaos related. So honestly, we could, this area is somewhat defended. Maybe I just set up some gates and build my base here. This could be cool. And since farming resources was an absolute breeze, I decided to go for stone structures straight away. Next up, I crafted the Chaos Forge, which is used to cook up the modded variants of metal ingots. And it was also faster at smelting than the regular one, so it's a win-win. And with this, we'll just turn around and make a normal smithy. I got a little bit more metal from the nearby river rocks before realizing that it would probably be a good idea to add a resource stack mod too, since I'm gonna have a lot of resources in this playthrough. Okay, I've now installed a stack mod. For some reason, these resources that I currently have, it doesn't work with them, but it's whatever. From now on, we'll be good. Anyways, I made myself a metal pickaxe, and it was now time to secure this whole area that I call my base. And I'm gonna do that by placing gates all around the rocks so nothing can get in here. I just want to be protected in my own base. I know I'm overpowered, but if a demonic bulldog comes along or a demonic dodo, it can still, you know, ruin my day. Okay, I've got my gates here. I'm gonna try and set this up as best as I can. I also made a few little dino gates to fill in the gaps left by my behemoth one, since the placement was a little wonky around the edges. Okay, I've got this place pretty closed off to the best of my ability, so I do feel a little bit safer, which is good. I threw all the metal I got while farming into the forge, and I crafted the Primal Smithy to look into actually getting my first tier of kibble being toxic. Oh yeah, I forgot I need dino eggs. So I need to make some tranks, because if I try and knock out a dodo by hand, I'm just gonna obliterate it. So let's make some mortar and pestles. Screw it, make 4. I'm rich like that. I definitely don't need 4, but I'm a baller like that. Alright, let's start making narcotics. Just gonna pick bushes. Definitely do need a berry harvesting dino. I also crafted an awesome spyglass since I had that little bit of crystal from the green drop before making my first few trank arrows and set of flak armor. And I should also make a bed before I forget. I'll make a chaos bed. Just allows you to, I think, spawn in quicker. There's less of a cooldown on it. Alright, let's go find some normal base game vanilla dodos. Alright, and then I do also have the dino ball mod. It's just too nice to not play with. Okay. Oh, I hear one. Oh, it could be a modded dodo and I just don't know. Oh, it's right here. Oh, female. Perfect. Alright, so if I punch it, it definitely will die. So let's not punch it. There was also a male nearby that wanted the smoke after I knocked out the female. So I shot an arrow into it as well, just in time for the female to wake up tame. Soon after that, the male woke up too, so I brought them both back home so they could start producing eggs for me. They are both starting. Let's make a trough. Yo! Where did you come from? Very Pegasus. Pretty sure this guy was chill, but the fact that wild creatures could just appear here in my base was concerning. The trough over here for now. I'll definitely make a better base later on. Anywho, now with that set, I headed back out to look for even more female dodos since I was basically just waiting on them to produce eggs for me. Might chop up this alpha carbo for some alpha hide and blood. Maybe we can get some alpha armor. I would also need a bunch of blood from the different tiers of dinos, so I would chop up any toxic and alpha creatures that I could one-shot with my sword while running around looking for dodos. Should be able to claim these babies. With the mama dodo asleep and taming, I punched the male baby dodo as I did not have a use for it, and I then claimed the other child to join my egg production army. Okay, I mean, this would be 3 female dodos. Surely this is good for a little bit. Man, make some eggs. Hold up. I think fertilized eggs will work for the toxic tier. Maybe. Could be wrong. So what else do I need for toxic kibble? We're gonna need crops. Oh no. No! Dude! There go all of my dodos. Leave me alone. Get out of my base. I was not going down without a fight. Not against some fairy flying a horse at least. So I pulled out my sword and started swinging. Bro, quit damaging my gates. It's coming back. I am killing you, dude. My poor dodos. Okay, well, I guess I am taming more dodos, unfortunately. Oh, a Nuka dodo. No, 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 no. That'll just blow me up and deal so much damage. Oh, these are all modded dodos. I need normal ones. There we go. I saw its friend chilling in the water below too, so I knocked it out and quickly tamed it up before literal death and destruction got too close to us. Back on land, I packed up another toxic dodo before knocking another female vanilla dodo out as well. And now I have 3 females once again, so I just needed a male to boost their egg laying speed. Oh, perfect. All right, I've got another 3 female dodos and a male dodo, so we should be able to start the egg production once again. Hopefully my army doesn't get wiped out again this time. I really thought that Fairy Pegasus was, passive, so I didn't really have an issue with it being in my base. Sure enough, though, I got too close, and we all know what happened then. No! Oh, I'm alive! Okay, that was definitely just the Nuka dodo. I thought I was dead for sure then. Okay, he just broke my armor. That's all right. No! Why are you in my base? Yeah, it's definitely not safe in here at all. So I needed to spam some foundations around the place to hopefully prevent more things from spawning in here. Dude, where are you coming from? Yeah, okay, I definitely need modded armor. And I need to foundation claim more of this base. Oh, they broke my trough and my bed. Man, can't have nothing good these days. Okay, so, question. Do these fertilized eggs work for toxic kibble? They do. That's good. I could also finally craft some alpha armor with the alpha ingots that I cooked up in the forge as well. Then I can make the alpha pickaxe and hatchet, which are slightly better at harvesting resources. Ooh, alpha pike triple damage. Ooh, might use this instead of my sword. Oh, I got the spear across my back. That looks sick. All right, let's put on this alpha armor. This will look cool and keep me a little bit more protected. I'm looking pretty sick. I'm really digging this mod. Testing out the damage, I was hitting for just under 50,000, so definitely an upgrade from the sword. Anyways, back to actually progressing through Primal Chaos. Crops are a big part of the kibble recipes to progress through Primal Chaos. So I first went out to farm up a few more foundations, which I then placed by the water in my base. I also wanted to get the greenhouse effect for the crop plots inside, so I looked into the greenhouse structures. Oh, it also takes paste? Okay, maybe we'll just make the crop plots on their own for now. We'll have to place the greenhouse around them later. As for the irrigation, I placed an intake in the water just next to it and a single tap in the middle. Great, so they are irrigated. Now to actually get the seeds, I would need a berry harvester. And I did remember seeing a wild berry while I was looking for dodo. So I made a bola and headed back out to try and find it again. Alpha parasaur. Now that would be cool, however I cannot tame that. Okay, let's throw some berries in it to tame real quick. And we'll also make it a saddle. That is a parachute, not a parasaur saddle. Need some hide. Oh, it's already tamed. And there's explosions. Okay, let's get it in the dino ball before anything bad happens. I ran back to the crib and I pulled for a parasaur saddle so I could actually hop on and get to the lawn mowing. Holy dude, look at the melee damage to this. I haven't even put a single level into it. What? How much is that? It's like 16 million. It started with 16 million damage. I just had to try how much damage this would actually do to wild dinos, so I ran outside to find an unfortunate soul to sacrifice. What? I could defeat the boss right now. This feels like it was different than when I played 1000x last time. 19 million damage seems absurd. However, it just doesn't have the health to match at all. Anyway, back to what I was doing. I got all the seeds that I needed, so I seeded the crop plots before grabbing whatever feces there was laying around base to actually fertilize them. So I think a Phiomia tame is definitely in the near future. And in the very near future at that, since I needed these crops for the kibble so I could actually start progressing through the tiers in Primal Chaos. Okay, let's go find a Phiomia to tame. Oh no. Oh! Oh no, oh no, oh no. Spirit dino right there, man. I gotta go. I gotta go. No, there's a Phiomia. It's a Dodorex. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill this. Got it. Oh no! Oh, there's a baby, there's a baby. Okay, I'll just claim it. This should grow up relatively quickly. That was easier than expected, so I swam back home at Mach 5, threw the baby piggy out to grow up, and then filled the trough with berries so it wouldn't starve. I'll give you a cuddle, dude. Dude, I don't know why the melee is so insane. Split this for some spoiled meat. I waited around for the Memeio to fully grow up before shoving a ton of stem berries down his throat to get all the fertilizer I would need for my crop plots. Okay, I think I should be able to put together my first 2 toxic kibble right now. Yes. Okay. So I want to craft the club. I don't want to do too much damage, but I think I might kill anything even if I try to knock it out still. I'm too powerful for my own good. It probably makes some stronger narcotics as well. Oh yeah, just narco berries and spoiled meat. Screw it, I'll make 100 elemental narcotics. I think taming a toxic pteranodon will definitely be the move. Okay, so I've got this Dino Heal Mod as well, which also do take crops to craft, hence why I wanted to grow these so bad. The mod included a healing veggie mix for herbivores and healing meat for carnivores, which was dirt cheap to craft, only requiring 10 raw meat. Anywho, I crafted one of the veggie mixes for Perry and force fed it to him just to see how much health it would actually restore. Okay, it didn't do that much. It did, I mean, it did 30k health, but like, oh dude, what's, okay, hold up. We gotta get stuff in a dino ball. I don't want to lose all my tames. I also pulled for the Dino Digitizer, which would be used to capture my tames quicker, as I had a feeling I would be needing that with all the noise outside my base. Anyways, the elemental narcotics I made could only be turned into tranq darts and not arrows, so I already had to upgrade from my crossbow to a long neck rifle. That also meant I would need more metal as well, because the darts themselves do require metal. So it was time to head out again and look for a few nodes. Oh, a red drop with a ring over there? Oh! Demonic bulldog right there. No, I'm dead. Dude, I have so much health, I'm just surviving it. I'm so dead though. Well, okay, I didn't know there was a demonic bulldog right next to my base, and I don't have a bed. It's whatever, I can spawn right next to it. And I spawned right next to a demonic dodo. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Diving back into the ocean, I quickly swam back to get my stuff, and I made my way over to that red drop that I spotted before I got wiped off the face of this arc. Okay. It's not great, but it's not bad. After making it back to base, I repaired my armor and demolished those metal structures that I got. Now to make bullets for the long neck. I also had to kickstart gunpowder production, so I lit my forge with some wood to burn and headed back out to look for more metal again. Oh yeah, this is easy metal. Oh no. Okay, that'll start crafting me metal. It's probably worthwhile to make a few more chaos forges. What am I missing? Probably stone. The metal farming is gonna be so good, dude. I'm gonna feed my addiction. I'm totally taming an RG and Anki just to farm insane metal with these chaos forges. Okay, well, something's just getting obliterated. Anyways, I crafted the first few rifle bullets and I turned those into elemental darts, which should knock out anything toxic tier pretty much instantly. I just need a long neck now. Perfect, got one. Okay, let's go knock out and tame a toxic pteranodon. Get our first flyer. Oh, dude, it looks so sick with the long neck on my back too. All right, I did see a toxic pteranodon over here a little bit ago, but yeah, this guy was the problem. I did not feel like aggroing that thing over to my base, so I turned and ran the other way. Hey, what's your issue, dude? Just destroy all my armor, why don't you? Anyways, I soon found a level 95 toxic pteranodon, which was not the best level, but honestly, with these boosted rates, it really doesn't matter at all. Okay, it's only level 95, but hear me out, the stat upgrading is so crazy that I don't think it'll matter. All right, and I don't think I need the bull of this. I've got crazy darts. Yeah. Oh, wait. Should have made a tame helper. Oh, it's already tamed. Never mind. Okay, let's get back to base, put in a bunch of points for this guy, upgrade him, and also make it a saddle. And then we'll have flight. And the amount of melee this thing has, I should be able to kill like anything already. When I returned home, I threw the PT out and put just 1 point into stamina, which was enough to make it to be able to fly for pretty much all eternity. I then pumped up its health to above 1,000,000 and looked into making a saddle as well, for which I was missing keratin. Also, let's make some healing meats. Yeah, I mean, these work pretty well. You just have to craft a lot of them. All right, I need to get keratin or chitin, so let me just go out and look for a turtle to take down. How are there no turtles? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll be able to kill this. No, you ate the body! Fortunately, there was a toxic Master Oogway just strolling up on me. So I smacked him in the face and got all the keratin I would need to finally craft the PT saddle and take flight. All right, let's make the toxic PT saddle. Let's see what type of damage we're hitting for. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm already super fast. Did think I saw an itchy bird in my base. Yeah, how much damage? 114 million damage. You know, it was one thing to play 1000x with, you know, no mods, but this is insane. This is absurd. All right, so now I can kill like anything. Like demonic bulldog, goodbye. Demonic dodo, bye. Spirit dodo rex, oh no. Okay, the thing is I can still definitely die. Like my health is good, but the dinos in this mod do so much damage. Like what, I have just over 1 million health. That's still not crazy. So I guess I can just put tons of points into health. Also, the health potions in Primal Chaos healed HP in percentage instead of just a flat number. So I could actually heal ridiculous amounts of health that my Pteranodon now had. So how much health is this gonna get? It looks like about 10 million. Okay, well, I think I can beat the mod. Anyways, looking at the modded health potions, I needed to get some crystal as well as medical brews to actually cook them up. So I first headed out to look for the crystal, as I did want that for the greenhouse structures as well. That should be enough. And then also let's go steal from the taxpayers. I think I will need some cementing paste as well for the greenhouse structures. Back at the crib, I once again had to repair my armor, which was costing me a lot of alpha ingots. So I had to cook up some more before looking into the greenhouse structures. I need, I think, 12 walls, 8 ceilings, just do like 4 doors. I redeployed my army of dodos as well so they could continue the egg production, and I placed the greenhouse structures down around my crop plots to boost the passive income. Alright, it might take a little bit, but they should be showing a greenhouse effect now. Maybe I'll have to go out of render or something and come back in. I did also add a few ramps to all the doors as well to make it look a little better and to of course make getting up and down easier. Okay, if I want to make these potions, I need medical brews, and I could make them in a cooking pot. However, y'all know this mod. Like, I should just make an industrial cooker. So for that, we're gonna need to farm some more metal. Should not be too hard whatsoever. Let's actually fly over to Pelagornis Bay. Here we go. Got some metal nodes. Just jump off my bird here. Oh yeah. This is definitely feeding my addiction in a very good way. You know what? That's like a little over 10k metal. That's good. That's good for now. That's all I need. Okay, well, back at the base, I split the metal into all the forges and grabbed another egg laid by one of the dodos. As for the cooker, I would need to make a fabricator, for which I was missing oil. So I hopped back on the PT and flew out to the ice cave to get a bunch of that in seconds. Well, that's my oil problem solved. Dude, the USA should employ me. I'm so good at getting it. Oh, is that a Grifficorn? Oh, I would love to tame that. I would love to have a Grifficorn. Primal Tech Parasaur? I do need some like electronics and stuff. Thank you. You can get off my base. Thank you. So can you lean, and now we'll craft up a fabricator. So what do I need for a cooker? Oil, paste, poly. Okay, the metal is just gonna take a little bit of time, but I'll be able to get it. In the meantime, I just need to get polymer. For that, I just had to fly across the entire map to the little Carcinos cave, where I could get tons of polymer in no time. I did also stop by a yellow drop with a ring on the way, and inside I found some nightmare tier loot. I think a scuba tank. Okay, here we go. Well, that's all the polymer I'll ever need. I also grabbed some pearls while out here, and I couldn't resist the metal nodes just sitting right in front of me. Oh look, some metal nodes just happen to be here. I guess I have to harvest them. Once I made it back to the crib with copious amounts of resources on me, I threw the metal into the forges and tried pulling for the industrial cooker. Missing 24 cementing paste. Okay, I'll go grab that. That will be very easy to get. Okay. Now can I make a cooker? Okay, I've got to wait for a little bit more metal to smelt. That's all right. That's all right. That won't take too long. I could also produce some cementing paste of my own with all the stone and chitin I had in the meantime. Now, I don't know if I've said it yet, but I definitely do want to build a better looking base. It's just, I'm trying to get all the grindy stuff out of the way first so I can, like, you know, kill and get access to most of, I guess, the resources and dinosaurs that I want to, and then we'll build a good base, and then we'll focus on, you know, actually taking down the Death Knight. Anywho, after a little bit of waiting around, I could finally make the industrial cooker. So I slapped it down next to the fabricator and placed a water tap on it to get it irrigated. That is irrigated now. I should probably make a generator as well, just so I can power everything. Sable autocraft, and hold up, now I'm gonna need a bunch of narcotics. Wait, you know what? I think I heard something. If you drop a deuce in a toilet and you have raw meat in your inventory, it spoils all the meat. Is that true? Let's find out. I placed a toilet and did some jumping jacks inside my greenhouse to lose some stamina before sitting on the toilet and dropping one. And no, it's probably the meat. Okay, it might be the meat in the toilet. Okay, I gotta defecate once again. Yeah, okay, it spoiled all the meat. Perfect. Now, I just needed a ton of narco berries for all that spoiled meat, so I threw Perry out to do some overtime for me. With narcotics now cooking, I made the first few medical brews, and I turned them into healing potions so I could heal up the Pteranodon to full health. Oh yeah, should probably give this guy a name as well. Green Lantern. Alright, now that I have my Pteranodon healed up, let's go out and do some testing. I want to swing my club at something and see how much torpor versus damage I actually do. Alpha Dodo. Perfect. Oh, okay, so I do 1,000 damage swinging it, but it did knock it out instantly. So I need something with a little bit more torpor. This Hydro Turtle looked like a prime test subject, so I smacked it on the forehead, which dealt exactly 4,000 torpor. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. I was playing with the upgrade station mod, so I could upgrade it as well, but instead I ended up looking into make it a fabricated sniper straight away, since getting any type of blood for the higher tiers of narcotics really wouldn't be an issue anyway. Let me pull for an upgrade station. I'm also getting lost colony skill points left and right. Oh, sweet. What would I even want to do with this? Bonded taming? Probably that. Get 30% imprint. Let's do that. Another thing I wanted to get was the chemistry bench to boost production of narcotics and things like that, so I queued up the necessary electronics and waited around for them to finish crafting. Oh, no. Dude, Fairy Pegasus, I've had enough of you guys. 114 million damage. It's just so fun to dish out. The forges could use some more wood to smelt through all that metal, so I went out to drop a few trees and refuel them all. Okay, let's make a chemistry bench, and I'm out of paste. No way. I just crafted a ton. Oh, it probably just can't pull from it because it's crafting. Here we go. Chemistry bench. Alright, I no longer need these mortar and pestles. I have upgraded. Okay, base is chugging along quite well. Got metal being produced, but as I said, I want to build a bigger and a cooler base, and I think I have a pretty cool idea, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna take inspiration from one of my old bases that I built honestly a few years ago now. It was in my center 100 days. But since this is an 1000x video, instead of building out of stone, I want to build it out of metal and I want to flex. And I have a lot of metal, but I honestly want even more metal production. I want tons of chaos forges, and I want to tame an RG and Enki as well. Should probably tame a modded RG and Enki, to be honest. Maybe we'll just tame some toxic ones. That being said, I made a few more foundations and expanded my platform so I could fit more forges back there. Okay, now let's get some wood for them. With those fueled up, I cooked up some more toxic kibble and headed out to look for the toxic RG and Enki combo. Should not be too hard at all with how fast I'm able to fly. Perfect. This will work really well. I shot it with one of the elemental darts, but it did not do nearly as much torpor as I had hoped. So instead I pulled out the club and started swinging. I don't want to kill it though. When it started fleeing from torpor, I had to switch back to darts, but luckily one was enough to send it to sleep. Got it. Perfect. And one kibble later, I checked the RG off the list, so I brought it back home before heading back out to find an Enki as well. Okay, on the hunt for an Enki now. Dude, my C-spin is doing 300 milli. That's insane. Alright, Enki. Perfect. Perfect, dude. This metal farm is going to be insane. Oh, hold up. Forging Karaku. I need to kill this. Why can't my guy fly now? My bird is jumping. A quick little hibernation session fixed that. So I flew back home and I threw both the toxic creatures out to level them and get them saddled. Dude, this Enki's going to do an absurd damage. Okay, let's make them saddles. And they are saddled up, ready to do some farming. That being said, I headed out to Pelagornis Bay to start smacking up the metal nodes and see just how much metal I was actually getting. Hold up. Is my pickaxe getting more metal than the Enki? My pickaxe gets way more than the Enki. What's up with that? Whatever. I'll just farm with my pickaxe and use the RG. I'm still farming buttloads of metal. Wait, what was that number? -2 billion? I am doing 2 billion damage a hit on my RG. And I have, I think, 42 million health. Wow. Back at base, I sorted through literal tons of metal into my forges, and I flew out to the blue obelisk to smack up some rocks there for stone so I can make up a bunch of cementing paste as well. Alright dude, resources are starting to be pumped out pretty well. I think it's time we start building. All right, let's start laying the foundation here. 3 more skill points. Dude, I'm like grinding these out without even realizing. Okay, here's the main platform that we will be building in. Hey. Oh, that thing got deleted. I don't even know what it took from me. Anyways, I started adding these ramps and triangle walls on top of the pillar things I added around the hexagon shape of the base. And with those done, I could build up the main part of it all the way up to the rock above the base, just like I had it on the center. And I did also copy the bottom pillars designed on top of it with all the ramps and triangle walls. Okay, dude, here we go. That actually took a while, or a lot longer than I thought it would, but this base, it looks pretty sick. I've just got to move into it. I went with this like industrial type base. I think it looks super cool. Now we obviously just have to, build out the inside. I placed the fabricator down and I made a few more walls to cover those pillars since I really didn't want the inside of the base to be shaped like a giant gear. Anywho, I then moved both the regular and primal smithies, the water tank, industrial cooker, all of my forges, the trough, generator, the upgrade station, and then finally the chemistry bench. Oh, and I also placed down the toilet by the generator, which reminded me that I should probably check on my crop plots to see how they're doing fertilizer-wise. Oh no, let my crops run out of fertilizer. That's not good. Who knows? Maybe we can get by with this for the rest of the video. I need to make a fridge, man. But anyways, I am all moved into my new crib. I honestly really like it. I think it looks really cool. This is definitely one of the cooler bases I've ever built. And it looks pretty sick that it's made out of metal. But yeah, this is how I have it inside. I've still got a few holes to fill in the walls, but I'm leaving it up there like it is. I think it looks cool with kind of the rock and some natural light protruding in. Maybe I get a light post or two in here though. It is a little bit dark. There we go. Also, I want to make a fridge. Gotta store these crops. All right, so we're pretty set up now. We've got the base. We've got a PT that does 300 million damage on a C-spin. So I'm gonna look now. What do I need to summon the Death Knight? Wow. So I need a ton of tributes, and this is just a ton of stuff that I gotta kill. Okay, do nightmare stuff spawn in the overworld? One nightmare raptor. Well, let's see how easily I can kill this. I'm hoping pretty easy. I mean, come on, I can deal 300 million damage. You know what, I should have brought my RG out here, because it's what, doing 2 billion damage? Not that it really mattered, as I literally just flew up and one-shot the nightmare raptors regardless. Oh no. Okay, so you get grounded when you attack them, and then you just get glitched. I had to cryo and throw out the PT again so it would regain its flight ability, and then I could return home to look at the summoning requirements again. So I gotta kill origins, primals. It's really just the nightmares that are going to be annoying, and then the origin boss. Okay. There's so much to this mod, I just can't remember all of it. All right, let's just go start flying around killing. We'll kill demonics, angelics, primals, and wild origins. And then obviously if we run into any nightmare creatures, we'll do that as well. This time I hopped on the RG just to make sure literally anything I came across will get folded in a single attack. I also gave it the experience potion I got from the Nightmare Raptor, which gave it another 10 levels, and of course I put all that into movement speed. Since I had the Dino Tracker mod installed, I marked a bunch of demonic dodos on the map and headed out to all of them one by one, taking them out as I flew by and getting all 5 demonic souls that I needed. Oh, and this angelic griffin just flying around enjoying its day also caught a stray because its soul is on the menu as well. I then marked a few more angelics on the map and they all met a pretty similar fate. That was the angelic and demonic souls done though, so I marked a bunch of primal dinos next. Who's this? Primal resurrected wiring. Oh. Anyways, I did a drive-by on the rest of the marked creatures and flew back home to throw all the tributes into the primal smithy to see my progress. Oh wait, I need 10 souls? Not okay. I need 3 more demonic, 5 more angelic, more origin. Okay. Okay, I've killed everything that's spawning naturally on the map, so I'm gonna have to give that some time. So I think we're gonna have to start grinding out some stuff to get like the origin boss soul, all these nightmare tokens. Wow. Okay, origins aren't hard to get. I think there's an artifacto probably. Maybe not. Need to make a few storage boxes, man. I'm accumulating quite a lot of things. Okay, I need another angelic, and then I also need origins. So I need legendary, fabled blood, and then artifacts. Okay, so let's go kill fabled and legendary dinos, and then I've got to just hope like I think it's an artifacto or what? Why do I have 2 levels? Anyway, yeah, I gotta hope like an artifacto spawns in so I can kill that for a bunch of artifacts and I don't have to grab them by hand. That being said, I started flying around looking for things to kill and I soon spotted a legendary dilo. However, that only gave me a measly 39 blood. Legendary scorpion. I then marked a couple of fabled Ankies that provided a decent amount of blood, and I looked on the dino tracker again to see that an artifacto had actually spawned. Perfect. One spawned in. Let's kill this guy. Hello, Mr. Artifact the Stronger. Okay, it only gave me 4 artifacts, unfortunately. It's not a lot, but let's see what we can do with it. Okay, let's do some looking here. So for the Death Knight, I need 3 more Origin Blood and 3 more Origin Souls, and I also need an Origin Boss Soul. So how do I get that? Okay, I need all the origin tokens as well as demonic and angelic boss souls. And for that, you need more origin tokens. So it looks like I'm going to be farming a lot of origins, unfortunately. Well, that's annoying. It's kind of just a grindy process. I looked up origin creatures on the tracker, but there were none on the map at the moment. So I had to craft a few summoners myself with the 4 artifacts that I had. Okay, so I will have to farm some more blood. Then it's really just going to be the artifacts that are going to be a hindrance. There are a few around here I can grab pretty easily. I think there's one just over here that's not hard to get to. Hold up. Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. I think if I just go back here, I think there's a rock I have to break. Yeah. No? This is where there's supposed to be an artifact. Oh, wait, is it back in here? No? Did it move? I wonder if they moved it and ascended and I'm just not realizing. Unfortunate. Okay, well, I thought there was an artifact there. Whatever. Let's summon in these origins and, you know, take them down. I kind of just consumed all the summoners at once since it really wasn't much of a fight they were actually going to put up. Oh, they ground you. The fall damage did more to my RG's health than the origins ever could, so I got my 4 tokens and a bunch of crappy loot. Okay, so those obviously went down pretty easy. Now I've just got to get the farming artifacts and hope more Mr. Artifactos spawn in. That would make my life a lot easier. I don't think we're going to be so lucky. So I'm going to have to get them normally. So I know there's 2 up here in this dark cave. Where else are there artifacts around here? There's one in the ice cave. That might be a little bit annoying to get to though. Well, if I get these 2 artifacts at least, I can summon either the angelic or demonic boss, you know, take that down at least. So I flew into the cave and wandered around for a while as usual since it's an absolute maze in there. This cave is so easy to get turned around in. Oh, well, here's one. Now we got to get the other one that's in this cave. There's like a hole in the ceiling I need to look for. I think it's right here. Oh yeah, like butter. Too easy. All right, now I need to go kill more fabled legendary creatures. I marked a few fabled Brontos on the tracker as those would give me a ton of blood, and instead of harvesting it with my RG, I actually tried to dismount and smack up the corpse with my hatchet. Oh, okay. Yep, hatchet is the move. That's how I need to harvest blood. Okay, way better than the dino. Well, now I don't need any more fabled blood. I just need to kill something legendary. Legendary stego. Perfect. All right, let's go back and craft the other 2 origins that I need. So I just need the Carno and Rex. All right, let's take out these real quick. All right, we'll make the demonic boss. Scorvax. 1 tapped, buddy. Oh, I can get my own tameable one. Do I feel like knocking one out and taming one though? No. Not when I've got this OP RG. Now, I just had to do that for the angelic boss as well. Now I need to get the angelic boss holes, so I've got to get a bunch more artifacts so I can summon a bunch more origins. And then once I do that, I've got to get more origins so I can spawn in the origin upper boss. Bro. However, once I get the origin upper boss soul, I'm done farming origins. I don't have to do it anymore. Then I just gotta shift my focus to nightmares, which I need primal bones for, and I also need artifacts. Okay, there are primal dinos, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that. It's just the artifacts, man. The artifacts are really hard to get a hold of. I need more Mr. Artifacts to spawn in the meantime, I guess I'm just gonna farm artifacts the way you're supposed to in caves. Oh, wait. I think I know the artifact that used to be in this monkey cave. It's now in the wyvern cave towards the south part of the map. We'll go over, grab that, and then maybe by that time, the artifacts that I just grabbed in the shadow cave, hopefully they've respawned. And then flying around the map, we're just gonna hope more Mr. Artifacts do spawn in. Okay. supposedly an artifact back here. Oh yeah, right here. I need a lot more though. So I definitely need Mr. Artifacts to spawn in. Anywho, I flew back into the shadow cave and sure enough the artifacts were back. So I grabbed both of them again before checking the dino tracker. Got 3 artifacts on me. Do we have any artifact? Oh, we've got 2. Original and stronger. I think the original has a lot more health, but that doesn't really matter. But it is going to drop a lot more artifacts. All right, now I gotta find my way out of here. I'll go drop these artifacts back off at base first too. All right, how do I get out of this cave, man? Once I made it back to the crib, I quickly sorted through my inventory before heading out to kill those artifactos. Let's go take down the original first. I think that'll give me a ton of artifacts. Oh yeah, this guy's got the artifacts. He only gave me, really? Only 5? Bro. Oh bro, he can't fly. And then I've got this extra artifact on me that I can't carry because I already have an artifact of the strong. I had to drop it and redeploy my RG so I could fly again. Then I also went home to drop off the rest before going back to kill the other artifacto as well. Okay, that's another 3 artifacts. Let's check any origin dinos on the map. No. Unfortunate. I wish we had more origin dinos spawning in naturally so I didn't have to craft summoners for them all. Okay, so now I need the angelic boss, which I need all of these tokens. How many artifacts do I have? Alright, I do have enough. So what do I need? Bear, Raptor, Spino, RG, Carno, Karaku, Rex, Wyvern. Alright, let's go slime out these origins and then we should be able to make the angelic boss summoner. And then we've just got to do one more round of grinding out origins to make the origin boss. Now, with all the origin tokens I needed once again acquired, I threw them into the smithy only to see that I was missing the wyvern token for some reason. I killed the wyvern. Maybe I just killed it too quickly. Unfortunate. Alright, got the token now. Alright, let's craft the angelic boss now. 1.1 billion health. Good thing I do 2 billion damage. Okay, now we just need another 11 origin dino tokens. Man, that sucks. This is not going to be a fun farm. But after that, once again, we are done farming origins after that, that's nice. I'm very tired of this. I checked the tracker again, but there still weren't any origin dinos on the map. So I crafted the Dodo Reaper origin summoner before heading back out to try and accumulate 10 more artifacts. Okay, I also did look up a video of these 3 artifacts that I've been like farming just from getting them from caves. They're really the only artifacts I can get my hands on somewhat easily. By that I mean just caves I can fly in and out of easily. But yeah, let's definitely hope some more artifactos spawn. Oh, here's a nightmare trike. This will actually save me some farming. Let's kill this. Perfect. Anywho, I flew into the wyvern cave again, grabbed the artifact, and headed back towards the shadow cave for the other 2 before running into another free nightmare kill. Oh, nightmare Carno too? This is actually saving me so much time with each one that I find and kill in the wild. Oh, nice. Because they also need artifacts to summon. I'm very tired of farming artifacts. No matter how many times I come into this cave, I can never learn my way around it, and I end up just getting lost, and then I'm always struggling to find the artifact that I need. I've got 1 out of the 2 from this cave, but I'm struggling to find the artifact for the immune. See, how did I find my way back here? Alright, screw this, dude. I'm leaving. There any artifactos? Oh, there's 2 artifactos, the strongers, and then 1 original. Perfect. Where are they at? Okay, awesome. They're actually somewhat close. Okay, so I had the issue last time of having to drop an artifact, so I think it's time I tame myself a kipper. I'll just tame a normal one because I just want it to ride on my shoulder so I can hold all the artifacts. Level 25, that would work perfectly. I also wanted Kipper to be there once I was ready to absolutely annihilate the Death Knight that clapped me last time I tried to fight him. So I made it over to the otter that I had marked and smacked the first saber-tooth salmon that I found, and then of course brought it over to him. Yes! Kipper, no! Oh, Kipper does 14 million damage a bite. Okay. No, he's gonna die. Give him a health potion. Yeah, okay, I'm making Kipper immune. Kipper is not allowed to die. I'm upgrading every stat bro has. Okay, Kipper, you shall not die. I let Kipper hold on to the 2 artifacts that I had and headed out to take out the other artifactos. Hello? Beautiful. 6 artifacts. Thank you very much. Good job, Kipper. Doing a fantastic job. Whoa. What? Why did he just spawn right on top of him? What? Dude, okay, well that's a lot of artifacts out of the way. I guess while I'm out, I probably don't need to kill that other Mr. Artifact. You know what? I should, just to be safe. And while I'm flying over in the meantime, is there any nightmare? Okay, no more nightmares I can kill. What about any origins? No. All right, back to base with all of these artifacts. Like, look, bro, this is why I wanted Kipper. Kipper is the GOAT. Once back at the crib, I transferred all the artifacts into the smithy, and I crafted one of each origin summoner, except the Dodo Reaper, of course, since I made that one earlier. And we still have some artifacts left over. That's nice. All right, man. Let's go start taking out all these. This is definitely going to be a process. It won't be a hard one, but it'll be a process. Kipper, stay on my shoulder, man. Oh no, Fear Roared? That's not good. Did not think I would get Fear Roared. It didn't really do much except delay the inevitable demise of the origin creatures, so I could get all of my tokens to also kick their boss's butt. Perfect. When I returned, I decided to make myself some mythic armor, which was about 5 times stronger than the one that I was currently wearing. I don't know that I really need it, but you know, might as well craft it. I have the ingots. I've been getting them from killing origins. Oh yeah, they give you buffs. I forgot about this. Extra crafting speed, extra weight, fall damage reduced. Bang. Okay, let's craft the Draconis Origin Upper Boss Summon. Finally, man. I feel like we're finally progressing. I've spent so long just grinding out Origins. I'm so very ready to be done with it. Oh, you get 2 souls. Wow. Not that it really mattered since I only needed 1 for the Death Knight. That was my next and final target. Finally, I got the Origin Boss Soul. Now I need 1 more Angelic Soul, some Primal Bones, and then a ton of Nightmare tokens. But I do have, I think, a lot of the stuff to craft them, no? Okay, I need Primal Bones, so let's go out, kill an Angelic, and then get a bunch of Primal Bones as well. I quickly marked a random Manticore on the map and pulled up to execute the drive-by. Alright, there's the last Angelic Soul I need. Now let's go around killing Primals. Where do I get Primal Bones? From the Resurrected Bronto? Surely this will give me Primal Bones. Oh yeah, good thing I harvested that with a hatchet. With a ton of those bones collected from a single Bronto, I could fly back home and look at the Death Knight Summoner again. So now I just need to craft up more Nightmares. So I have the Nightmare Carno and Trike. What am I gonna run out of? Elemental Blood. Okay, hold up, that's easy to get. Let me go grab that. Okay, here we go, I can make 7. Oh, I think I'm just gonna need 2 more artifacts to make the last 2. Let's take these out though, dispatch them. Okay. Let's make sure I kill the Yudi first, so it doesn't fear roar me and cause issues. Oh, are they fighting each other? Alright, just need to get 2 more artifacts, and we can make the last 2 Nightmare ones, and then we can summon in the Death Knight. And of course, I'm going to kill him. I decided to pay a visit to my favorite cave again, since it had 2 artifacts, and I actually managed to get the artifact of the immune this time. So after retrieving the second one as well, I made my way back to the crib to craft up the final 2 Nightmares. Okay, what are the last 2 Nightmares I need? The Rex? Oh, just the Rex. Oh, perfect. That's the last token I need. Okay, man, here we go. I can craft the Nightmare Death Knight Summoner. It took a lot longer than I thought it would to actually achieve this. So I'm gonna use my Toxic RG. It deals 2-point-something billion damage per hit. I should probably give this guy a name. I'm gonna name him Green Death. That sounds pretty cool. I would say playing on 1000x rates definitely does. It definitely does make the Primal Chaos experience a little bit bigger. Otherwise, Primal Chaos is a very, very hard mod. But honestly, I'm super proud of the base I put together. I honestly think it looks super cool. And I think it looks pretty cool from the inside as well. Now, I only did tame the Toxic tier of dinos just because, you know, I didn't really need to tame anything stronger because the Toxic ones are dealing 2.2 like billion damage. But it's okay, man. I played Primal Chaos. Anyway, let's go right over here. And let's put the health potions in the RG. Let's summon the Death Knight. You know, that is actually pretty close to my base. I wonder if he will wipe it off the map or not. There he is, dude. 30 minutes to kill him. He's only got 500 million health. I think y'all know what's about to happen. He looks so sick, though. Okay, this is for what you did to me in my Primal Chaos 100 days that I put out a few months ago. Screw you, man. Wow, okay, you get some crazy saddles. A tameable Death Knight. Can you get your own Death Knight? How do you... I don't have a summoner. No, I don't know how you get your own Death Knight. Okay, that was me playing on 1000x rates with the Primal Chaos mod and a few other quality of life mods. As you can see, they're super cool. They all will be listed down in the description. And comment down below what challenge you want me to take on next on this channel. I really like just doing crazy challenges that don't mean a whole lot, but they're super fun to make. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Kipper, you got anything to say, man? I'll see you in the next one.